Hi, and welcome to the last day and the big finale of Captario's 10-year celebration series. My name is Karl Rahn, and to tie up the last episode of our series, we have invited into the studio our head of sales and marketing, Brooke Duffy, and Captario CEO, Johannes Vänngård. We have talked a lot these last 10 days about our past, but what about the future? That's something we'll be discussing today. Also, there might be a revelation of some sort. Who knows? Watch to find out. With that, let's go talk to Brooke and Johannes. Hello.
Hi.
Brooke, Johannes.
Hi.
Thanks so much for sitting down.
Of course.
This is going to be a great way to wind up the week here of our 10-year celebration because we're going to be talking about the future, which is part of our business here. Figuring out the future, I guess, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Exciting stuff.
and our immediate future, we're having a conference. I didn't know anything about this. Could you talk a little bit about this, Brooke?
Yeah.
Why are we doing it?
Yeah, well, we're really excited about this, and it is a big undertaking, but it's really important that we make this come to fruition for a lot of reasons. First and foremost, for our customers. So our hope is to create an event where it certainly will be, to an extent, a user conference where people can come in and get more training and understand how to do different things in our system. But more importantly, we want it to be a meeting of the minds. We want to bring, the best of the best. Our customers really are strategic thinkers in this space, and we want to bring them together so they can learn from each other and really kind of push the envelope and push the whole industry forward.
Oh, excellent. That's great. So we learn from them. They learn from each other.
Absolutely.
Learn maybe new techniques within our system, but they get to share ideas.
Yeah, it's like a big think tank.
Yeah, that's excellent. So what else is in store for this the immediate future?
Yeah,
next
sure.
year or so?
Near term, we have some really exciting things. Everything from, at a very basic level, improved user interfaces, right? So just making a better UX experience for our customers in the system. But we also will be rolling out packaged modules, which is really important. Again, it's from a simplicity standpoint to have these modules really functioning for very specific needs. And on top of that, it's things like a really well-developed training program, right? At the end of the day, this is a SaaS platform, and so it's on us to make sure that we can educate our customers and our users to be in the system and to get the most out of that.
Yeah, excellent. So, it's all about their user experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that'll help.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure. Yeah, excellent. Now, I'd like to talk with you, Johannes, a little bit about the industry in general. And where do you see critical decision-making going within drug developers? What are the trends? What's happening? What do you think?
Yeah, just seeing how that has evolved over the last 10 years, I think so much has happened. And the mindset around this is now everyone, no one questions that putting more effort into how decisions are made so that you make sure that you spend the money on what really benefits the patients in an optimal way is nothing that is questioned. And so I would say two things. One is that you put effort on this and realize that people that are in drug development traditionally are not necessarily analysts that can convert the storytelling of a future of a drug into something that can quantitatively back that story up. So there are departments now that are specialized at helping both project and portfolio decision makers come to the very best conclusions. The other part is that I think there is an ambition to unify the different departments so that they all see the same thing and all share the same end goal, rather than just see the siloed perspective of the department. And that is a challenge when it comes to information flows and how information is managed, because it is traditionally very siloed. And that's part of what both of these things are right in the sweet spot of what we're aspiring to accomplish. So
I think that goes back to the modules. So, very near term, we're looking at a clinical trial recruitment module, and we're looking at a portfolio module. And these are things, if you think about that, what that clinical ops team that is doing for their, trial recruitment, or your portfolio team, to be able to do what you need to do in those realms, but in the same system that can then utilize the same data if it needs to, is huge.
So it increases the transparency
Exactly.
across all the stakeholders. That's
Exactly.
great. Yeah, that's excellent. So that's a great example of how we're meeting the needs that are present now, and that will be increasingly thought of as very important within drug developers, and especially with very large companies that are very regulated, and there has to be a lot of transparency and visibility.
Yeah.
So that's great. Really interesting. So let's talk about a little bit more about the tool and how it's going to evolve and be further improved to meet those needs as we move into the future. So we have a future that's hopefully more connected,
Yeah.
more capabilities around it.
Yeah.
How is Captario Sum responding to this?
Yeah, so like you said, Brooke, today it's a really powerful platform that has capabilities around modeling, data management, simulation, analytics. But what we want to do is really enable this unification of the different departments. So that requires these capabilities, first of all, but then also the ability to support a specific decision, maybe at a clinical operations level. So what number of sites, what number of countries. But then that needs to in turn spill over to the project level, which in turn needs to spill over to the portfolio level. And when something is delayed, then how much is it worth spending, making sure that that study is not delayed? Well, then you have to have a grander perspective, which is the project. But then maybe even if the project benefits from this mitigation, maybe the portfolio can afford it. So these things do belong together, and that is through these modules. We'll be able to support the specific department and specific decision, but also be able to integrate it with the grander picture.
Yeah, and we can help promote that communication within the company through these trainings with Captario Sum. Yeah, excellent. Well, I think that's a really good way to end this. We're promoting connectivity and helping move these companies into the future.
Absolutely.
Where
I
they
think
wanna
Johannes and I were very lucky recently. We sat down with one of our customers and he asked the question, how are we doing? And the customer's response was, you are the future. And I think the reality is that this is not being done today. And we are hoping that, we're going to be the conduit to move the industry forward into that future.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I think that's a wrap. Thank you all for tuning in. And if you'd like to check out any other episodes, please feel free. And it's been a great 10-year celebration. I've learned a lot about where we've been, where we're going, and thank you all very much.